To begin using the Canon 70D, we will need to start with turning it on. Firstly, we will need to format the SD card to ensure it is clean and ready for us to use. It is then essential to check the settings of the camera. We need it to be set to PAL, as that is what we use in the United Kingdom. Then we need to ensure the resolution is 1920 by 1080 with 25 FPS. Then we have to ensure that the shutter speed is 50. A simple trick to remember what it should be is that it should be double the FPS. Since 50 is double 25, that is what we will set it as. Now we need to set the ISO to 800. This is the light sensitivity of the camera. If it is set too high, it will result in an almost white image, so it is vital to keep this accurate. Now we will need to change the white balance. The white balance for indoors is around 3300. Anything too low or too high will result in bad footage. Now that the settings are set, we will need to place the camera on a tripod to ensure the footage will be stable. Firstly, we pull out the legs and make sure it is stabilized. We'll need to attach the camera by pushing this button and sliding the camera in. Now that the tripod has been set up, we will need to set up the other components. Firstly, we will insert these metal tubes, which will allow the placement of this focus puller, which will allow you to focus easier. Then we place this inside and tighten it. The focus puller will allow you to focus the camera more accurately. As soon as we're finished with that, we will need to place these sliders on the same tubes. This will block any unwanted light. With the base being on, we just have to place these covers on to ensure no light will go through, which will distort the image. With the camera being set, we now need to set the sound equipment. Here we have the DR680 sound kit, which we will connect to a boom microphone. Firstly, we will need to connect the battery to the DR680. This button allows you to see how much battery is left. Then we have to ensure that all these switches are set correctly. On the top row, if you're using an external microphone connected to a device, then you will need to set it to line. But if you are using a microphone connected directly like we are today, then it is mic. Ensure all of the switches are set to the same option. We then set the mic gain to high, ensuring they are all the same. After that, we will turn Phantom on for all the options. Specific microphones require this setting to be off. On this side panel, we will connect our microphone. Firstly, we will need to place the microphone in the frame, and then connect it to the sound kit. We will also need to connect the headphones into this headphone jack so that we will be able to hear our audio. Now that all of this is set, we will turn this device on by holding the button for a few seconds. Now that it's been turned on, we go into the settings and format the SD card to ensure it is clean and ready for us to use. After that, we need to ensure that settings are in the right order. Firstly, we will need to format to be WAV 16-bit, then the sample to be 48 kHz, the file to be 6ch, and the ST-Rec to be mix. Since that it is now set, we will then press the pause button. You see when I talk into this microphone, it goes over the dotted line. That means the audio is corrupted, and we will need to lower the sensitivity to ensure it isn't corrupted. We press the trim button, which opens a menu like this, and then lower it slightly. When the audio is below the dotted line, it is then in the safe zone and will be suitable. Now you know how to use this equipment, allowing you to create wonderful films for our studio.